pretty gang, welcome back to my channel. It's Pretty My, and today I'm going to be giving y'all my eyebrow tutorial. I'm putting y'all on game in this video. Just pay close attention, and I promise y'all this is super beginner friendly as always. Anybody can understand this tutorial, anybody. Hence the title, for dummies. This is an updated version of my 2019 video, Eyebrows for Dummies. I wanted to update it because that is so old. Like, I had so many hate comments over that video, and I just don't care. Like, I want to quickly address the title. If you have a problem with it, I respectfully do not care. If you don't want to be called a dummy, then don't watch the video. Everybody who subscribed because of that video, I'm sorry for laying y'all down because it's been a minute since a beauty video, but we back, okay? Without further ado, I'm gonna just let y'all watch the video. Okay, y'all, welcome to my video. Like I said in the intro and the title, we're gonna be doing my eyebrows today. This is actually highly requested, so you know I had to give the girls what they needed. Okay, today I'm gonna be showing y'all my new eyebrow tutorial. I didn't change too much, but we definitely changed a couple things. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it because that's what you guys came here for. So we're gonna be starting with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I know how to say it now. If y'all saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. But I used the color dark brown. There was confusion about that in the comments of the last video too. I'm not going to be talking about the old video, this whole video, but for people who were confused, this is the color I used in the last video as well. The product's pretty much still the same. My eyebrows are a lot thicker now. You can see they grew out. I let them be thicker now instead of being so thin. I don't know what I was going through back then, but baby. But first things first, I always like to brush out my eyebrows into shape. I literally just shaped my eyebrows with this razor right before I press record. If y'all want a tutorial on how I shape my eyebrows, I can show y'all that because it is a process. And I just do it like whenever I feel like they need to be touched up. Every once in a while. The brush we're going to be using first is actually this angled brush. I'm sure y'all cannot see this at all. We have an angled brush here. It's flat, but it's also angled on the other side. And it's the brush I use for my eyebrows. And you see it has a spoolie on the end, so it's meant for eyebrows. This brush is from Amazon, so you do not need the most expensive tools ever to look cute, period. My dip brow pomade is a little bit dried out, so I have to do a little bit more dips. But a new dip brow pomade, a little goes a long way, y'all. When I tell you, it goes so far. After that, after I dip it, you take your cap, and I like to just wipe my brush back and forth until it becomes really like sharp on the flat side. So I'm gonna show y'all what I mean by that in a second. So you can see here how it's I got it very fine and very flat. So you just wanna make sure all your hairs are in place. It's not too many stray hairs on your brush because that will mess up your results, I promise y'all. So now we're just gonna be going in. Finally, we can start doing eyebrows. So we're gonna take this brush and start in the middle. I like to start here because you don't wanna start up here because it's gonna be too hard. And then what I'm doing is I'm literally lining the top of my eyebrow. It will take practice to be having like really sharp lines. Even my lines aren't super duper sharp. Line your top of your brow, and then we're gonna take the same brush, obviously, and line the bottom from the same spot and go all the way to the tail. And that's how it should look. They look like they're filled in, but they're not. I can see like spacing in the middle. So then you want to take your brush and just kind of fill in all those gaps and stuff all the way up to the point that we started at right here. A little bit forward right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to blend this out forward a little bit. My eyebrows are pretty much like naturally, I won't say they're thick, but they're thick enough to where I don't have to use product in the front pretty much. So you'll just have to see how it looks after you blend it, but usually I don't need to add product. And then after you blend it, you see how I'm brushing it back into place. Make sure you do that because then you'll see if you're on the right track or not. This is like a brow check right now. I can see like a space right here a little bit, so I'm gonna dip it in my cap. You usually don't need to dip back into the product because I'm telling y'all a little bit goes a long way, and I'm saying that, and mine is dried out, so you should know a little bit really goes a long way. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fill in any little gaps because that's not cute, sis. And then you just want to shape them. I don't brush them out anymore. I only blend them once, and then I just brush them back into shape, into place. And this is how my eyebrows are looking, or this is how one of them is looking. So yeah, this is how I like mine to look. The fastest way to do it right off the bat, I'm gonna tell y'all now. If you want to do your eyebrows quickly, your eyebrows need to be done, period. It's no way around it, because if they're not done, you're gonna be sitting there trying to comb through them hairs to get the product onto your skin and stuff, it's just doing too much. So make sure your eyebrows are done for the best results. I was gonna do my other eyebrow off camera, but I think I'm gonna just repeat it for y'all so y'all can see one more time. This is my good eyebrow, so you know it's gonna be cute. Well, like I said, line the top right here from the middle all the way to the tail. And then I'm taking some more product. I'm actually dipping back in here because I kind of ran out. Doing the cap again, just back and forth until my brush is flat and until both of the sides have product on it. And then I'm gonna take the angle brush and I'm gonna do the bottom. And then I'm gonna fill in the middle. Now y'all can probably see over here, I don't know if y'all can see that, I messed up a little bit and it came down too low. It's just like really wide instead of a sharp line. Some stuff is easier to clean up now than clean up with concealer. I don't want dark areas in my concealer because it has like dip brow underneath it, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to wipe this, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is keep filling in the middle. This eyebrow doesn't really have any spaces, so it's pretty much done after I blend out the front right now. Period. Do y'all see them? They look good. The next and most important step, y'all, this is the step to getting them crispy. We're doing crisp lines only, period. So I'm gonna take the most expensive concealer in the world, because why is this $8 for this Neutrogena concealer at Walmart? You can use anything you would like, y'all, but I feel like this is overpriced. I'm using the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer in the shade Golden. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be using today. If you're gonna be aligning your eyebrows, you wanna usually go like a shade lighter. I like to put it on the back of my hands. And then also you're gonna need another shade. I like to do 2 shades because the highlight color to me doesn't look good up here. It's hard to blend out light concealer on my forehead. In my opinion, that's how it is. So I like to use and take a darker color onto my forehead. Normally I would take a concealer that's like the same color as my foundation or something and mix it into this, but I ran out, so we're gonna actually be using foundation. My favorite foundation in the world, you guys. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And I don't even like spending money on makeup like that. This is NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. I have it in the color Macao, so we're gonna be using this today. I just do like 2 pumps, and we're gonna be mixing it eventually, but for now we're keeping them separate. I'm using this concealer brush to apply the concealer. It's just a regular brush, but it's flat on the side. Y'all can see that. I like to use flat brushes because I feel like they get into like the crease of your eyebrow. So what we're gonna do is take the lighter shade, like I said, make sure it gets on both sides of the brush. So what we're gonna do now is start lining my eyebrows. First you wanna start, I like to start out here, like where that line is. I like to start way out here so I have time to adjust if I'm too high or low. It's very important that you get this front part correct. That's why you see me taking so much time on it, because this determines like if you're on the right track for your whole eyebrow. You wanna make sure this is even with the bottom of your eyebrow, exactly where your hair starts. So yeah, we're gonna, now that I got it straight, I'm gonna just be following the rest of my eyebrow. It's okay if you're too low from your eyebrow. It's better to be too far away from your eyebrow than too close to your eyebrow. Just keep that in mind. You might actually wanna start like this and then work your way closer to the eyebrow. That's a very beginner-friendly way to do it, in my opinion. Now we're gonna go do the other eyebrow. I like to connect them. When I first started, I really like to connect them just to make sure that I start evenly. So now we're gonna dip our brush like the very tip into the darker shade. You see it's barely on the tip. And then we're going to dip it into the lighter shade and just kind of mix until you get a shade that's lighter than your skin color by only like half a shade though. Okay, y'all probably can't tell, but this shade that I just swiped right here is darker than the shade at the bottom by a little bit, but it makes a difference. I realize now these probably look like the same color, but it's not, I promise. And now you see me, I'm using the same brush, by the way, and I'm just going in and fixing up any parts that don't look how I want them to look on the bottom or top. It doesn't matter. I just kind of like interchange the brush because the colors are so close. I don't think it's gonna mess with anything. And then I'm gonna fix up the bottom. The bottom back here, usually it has to be fixed. I don't know, I'm just not good at that, I guess. And this is how my eyebrows look once they're lined. And now you could just kind of like take a moment and see if they're too different or anything like that. Sometimes mine can be thicker, like one is thicker than the other. So I'm just go back over this one a little bit closer and make it a little bit thinner. This is how my eyebrows are looking. I actually like to let the concealer sit a little bit, but since we've been talking, it's been sitting. So I'm gonna be taking my blending brush. I use the same brush top and bottom because the shades are so close. And I usually start on the first part that I did. I'm being very light-handed. You do not want to be heavy-handed because you want a lot of like pigmentation around your eyebrows. What I mean by that is like you don't want to blend this too much. I feel like it's there to really define your brow. It's supposed to make it look sharp. So you don't want to blend out your sharp line. So don't ever touch the line with your blending brush. I'm going below the line. Y'all can see I'm not blending nothing that has to do with the eyebrow at all. And then I like to blend the middle up and down like this so I don't have those square eyebrows. Like I like ombre in the front of my eyebrows over that square look because it just looks so fake. So I don't think anybody wants that. So that's how you avoid that. This is how you get your eyebrows flayed. This is how my eyebrows look every day. Of course, I'm gonna set this concealer, but I don't do that yet. I do that when I set my whole face. So now I'm gonna do my makeup and then I'm gonna come back with a full face so y'all can see how they look. All right, y'all, so 30 minutes later, I'm back and looking like a bad bitch, as I should. But yeah, this is how my eyebrows look with my everyday makeup. You can see they look fire. Literally, I love my eyebrows today. This is actually a really good eyebrow dip. I think it's because I just shaped my eyebrows though, so they look really bomb, really fire. Again, if y'all want a video on that, don't forget to comment down below because I'm definitely open to showing you guys my little routine for doing my eyebrows. It's very simple and beginner friendly as well, so if y'all are into that, let me know down below. I promise you, if I get a single comment for it, I will do it. But yeah, definitely let me know what y'all think down below of my eyebrows. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can join the pretty gang and be a pretty gangster like me. Comment down below if you guys have any beauty videos you guys want to see because I want to incorporate this in my channel a little bit more. And I hope this was as beginner friendly just like my last one and useful for you girls. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next one.